All right, well, welcome to another little SOMA moment. I'm here with my good friend, colleague, and co-founder of SOMA, Ian O'Dwyer. And continuing on with a lot of things that we do, we want to talk about some of the terminology and we want to just expand upon it a little bit. And one of the things that we talk about a lot, and one of the things that you will experience in the SOMA workshops and what we do through SOMA is instant change. And that's a phrase that Ian actually coined and has been using for a long time, and we've used it over probably the last decade.
Yeah.
And I'd just like to, Ian, have you just talk about what does instant change mean? What does it look like, feel like?
Roddy, for me, the reason why this terminology came up was because everything we had done in a former lifetime was all about, okay, if we're going to fix something, then it's going to take a period of time. And we used to look at that from a very one-dimensional perspective. We would say that the nerves and the muscles and the bones would have to do certain exercises or get certain stretches, or they'd get certain strength exercises to change them. Now, that didn't really make sense to me because I experienced through sport and through family and through working with horses that if you change the environment, you could instantly change your emotion, you could instantly change your thought process, you could instantly change your tissue.
Right.
Now, because we are starting to become more aware of our environment, of the food we eat, of the people we live with, of the stresses of society, now, if we can take that and start to change some of those stresses, we start to create instant change, not just in what we can see, but in what we don't see inside our bodies.
Right.
So it was interesting for me because no one ever said to me, oh, you can change that jammed up hip instantly. You can change that thoracic instantly. You can change that lack of motion in the ankle instantly. Because our perspective was we told the muscles and we told the nerves what to do.
Right.
Well, from a SOMA perspective, we try and show a bit more humility in the fact that we say, okay, let's feed the human being a challenge and let's observe what the outcome is. And that challenge will create a stimulus into the tissues, which will change a physical, mental, and emotional state, which will then change what happens to their movement, to their feeling, and to their quality of life. So really, instant change does happen. We don't say instant fix because we don't fix anyone. That's not our job.
Yeah.
But if we can stimulate now someone who has limited hope because they've been told through a diagnosis that they are going to have back pain for the rest of their lives, you and I have both experienced on a number of occasions, 99.9% of the time, that we can actually take that person, apply some very powerful techniques and applications, and then instantly they feel the difference in the tissues. So instant change has come about, Rodney, really by asking the body through challenges, through drills, through simple exercises, how does that feel when I give it to you? Does it give you a positive outcome or does it give you a negative outcome? Both are okay. If you get a negative outcome, it just shows that you have to move away from that point and want to now maybe change our perspective on how we can get that instant change in the tissue.
Yeah. And so just so you know, when we're talking about instant change, we're talking about positive change. We're not talking about degrading the tissue, though that may happen, as Ian talked about. And we do a number of things. So we use 4 primary applications, and each one of them, in and of themselves, can make an instant change to the tissue. And I think that's what's really important. So thank you for that, Ian.
And guys, just remember, SOMA is a program, it's a system that can be added into your existing programs. We aren't the catalyst, and we're not here saying that we are the be all end all. We're here saying, if you really want to move better, then we can show you how to apply some SOMA to get you to move better. If you want to feel better, we can start to show you how to become aware of what's happening in your tissues and allow you to feel better. If you want to live better, now by combining those first two, we can give you the quality of life.
Yeah.
But you have to action that by attending a SOMA workshop or immersion. If you want to, we're here. We'd love to share that information with you, and we'd certainly love to see you at SOMA.
You bet.